Artificial islands, they've got the incredible ability to reshape the natural world, creating entirely new landforms in the middle of oceans and even seas. Join me, we're going to explore 15 of the most advanced artificial islands ever built. Starting with number 15, the Kansai International Airport in Osaka, Japan. The Kansai International Airport is built on an artificial island created to address the growing demand for air travel in the Osaka area. Opened in 1994, the airport was built on reclaimed land with a platform designed to withstand seismic activities and rising sea levels. The island, known as Kenkujima, sprawls across 2,600 acres and sits 2.5 miles offshore from Osaka. The island was specifically engineered to cope with those seismic risks in the region, as Japan is known for its frequent earthquakes and typhoons. The airport does have a sinking problem. The artificial island was predicted to sink about 18 feet over the course of its construction. However, by 1999, it had sunk nearly 26 feet, exceeding expectations by a pretty significant margin. In total, the airport's construction cost around $20 billion, making it one of the most expensive civil works projects in history. Now, the airport was built as a response to overcrowding at Osaka's previous airport, Itami Airport, which couldn't accommodate the increasing demand for flights. The decision to build an airport offshore on an island was influenced by political disputes over land use in the region, especially as nearby Kobe rejected an initial proposal to build it there. There have been some notable events during its history. On January 17, 1995, just months after its opening, Kansai survived the devastating Great Hanshin earthquake, which had its epicenter just 12 miles away. Despite the destructive power, the airport's engineering, including sliding joints and shock absorbers, allowed it to remain largely unscathed. Number 14, the NEOM Project in Saudi Arabia. So NEOM is a futuristic, sprawling development in Saudi Arabia, envisioned as a high-tech city built from the ground up. One of the key elements of this project is its location on artificial islands in the Red Sea. It was launched by Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman in 2017. NEOM is designed to push the boundaries of innovation and urban design. It covers a vast 10,000 square miles and promises to be a hub for various industries including technology, tourism, and renewable energy, and it's built with infrastructure like robots and artificial intelligence. The NEOM Bay Airport serves as a key gateway for the city's development, and that's built on one of the world's most advanced artificial islands. It will not only serve as a logistical and transportation hub, but also house commercial and residential zones, making them integral to NEOM's greater urban ecosystem. NEOM Bay Airport itself is designed with sustainability in mind and spans a large area with a runway length of approximately 12,300 feet. That became operational in 2019, starting with commercial flights between Riyadh and NEOM. The entire city is designed to have minimal environmental impact, running entirely on wind and solar power. And one of its boldest concepts is The Line, a linear city of skyscrapers that stretches for about 100 miles, designed to eliminate the need for cars and streets. Another notable part of NEOM is Oxagon, a floating industrial city designed to reshape global trade. This industrial complex will span between 77 and 97 square miles and focus on manufacturing, research, and sustainable tech. The development of NEOM has made waves in the global community, offering glimpses into what the future of cities could look like. With other projects too, including Trojana, a planned ski resort in the desert, and Sindala, a luxury resort island. Number 13, Amaj Islands. The Amaj Islands in Bahrain in the Persian Gulf exemplify the potential of artificial island developments for luxury living, tourism, and sustainability. This project, initiated in the early 2000s, not only expanded Bahrain's coastline, but also redefined the concept of urban planning by seamlessly integrating residential, commercial, and recreational spaces. At a cost of $1.5 billion, the project reclaimed over 4 square miles of shallow seabed. Officially, it was launched in 2002. The first phase was completed by 2003, followed by the second in 2004. By 2016, the islands were fully equipped with essential infrastructure, including roads, electricity, water supply, and cutting-edge telecommunication systems. Developers used geotubes, these massive sand-filled fabric tubes, to stabilize the reclaimed land, ensuring a long-term durability. To counter the threat of coastal erosion and storm surges, a circular breakwater reef was constructed, consisting of 11 breakwaters strategically spaced about 250 feet apart. These measures highlight the project's commitment to harmonizing human development with environmental preservation. This approach not only improves efficiency but also aligns with global trends in urban sustainability. The centerpiece of the development is a 780-foot diameter circular marina with over 140 berths, catering to a cosmopolitan community of residents and visitors. Strategically located just shy of 3 miles from Bahrain International Airport and connected to Muharraq Island by 2 causeways, the Amaj Islands enjoys unparalleled accessibility. Unlike other artificial island projects in the Gulf, such as Dubai's Palm Jumeirah, the Amaj Islands balance luxury and practicality, creating an inclusive environment that caters to families, businesses, professionals, and international visitors. Number 12. Linde Industrial Park, Denmark. The Linde Industrial Park, situated near Odense in Denmark, is an interesting piece of industrial innovation, and it's repurposed from the historic Linde shipyard. It now serves as a hub for renewable energy and offshore wind tech. The origins of this industrial park date back to the 1950s, when it was established as a shipyard by A.P. Møller and Maersk. For decades, the facility was a cornerstone of Denmark's industrial economy, constructing some of the world's largest container ships. However, as European shipbuilding faced significant challenges in the early 21st century, these shipyards ceased operation in 2012. Today, the Linde Industrial Park spans over 1,000 acres, offering a combination of manufacturing, research, and logistical facilities. The park also features a deep-water port with a depth of over 32 feet, allowing for a seamless transport of massive components to international markets. Linde Industrial Park is not without its unique history and highlights. Its deep-water port, originally constructed for shipbuilding, is now used for international exhibitions and demonstrations of offshore wind technology, attracting experts and stakeholders from around the world. The park's facilities are capable of assembling wind turbines over 820 feet tall, underscoring its capacity to support some of the world's most advanced energy projects. Compared to other artificial industrial islands, Linde Park also stands out for its focus on sustainability and renewable energy. While projects like the Amaj Islands prioritize luxury and tourism, Linde emphasizes green innovation and industrial collaboration. Its ability to integrate manufacturing, research, and environmental responsibility does make it a global model for sustainable industrial development. Number 11. The Ocean Spiral. The Ocean Spiral, a bold concept proposed by Japan's Shimizu Corporation in 2014, represents one of the most advanced artificial island designs ever envisioned. Unlike traditional artificial islands built by reclaiming land from the sea, the Ocean Spiral reimagines urban development by placing a city beneath the ocean surface. This design addresses critical global challenges such as rising sea levels, resource scarcity, and sustainable living. The Ocean Spiral is divided into 3 distinct sections, each contributing to its functionality. At the surface lies a massive floating sphere, 1,640 feet in diameter, which would act as the primary hub for human habitation. This section would include residential zones, commercial spaces, and hotels, creating a self-contained urban environment of sorts capable of supporting up to 5,000 permanent residents. Unlike the luxury-focused developments such as the Amaj Islands or industrial hubs like the Linde Industrial Park, the Ocean Spiral ventures into uncharted territory here, both literally and conceptually. This ambitious project, however, faces some challenges. Shimizu Corporation estimates that the tech needed for the Ocean Spiral will be available within 15 years, with construction taking an additional 5 years. Despite this timeline, the financial and engineering hurdles are immense. Funding, too, remains a critical issue as the project would require substantial investment to start. Its design, though, has drawn comparisons to the mythical Atlantis, with its submerged cityscape and reliance on advanced sustainable technology. Shimizu Corporation, known for its high-concept projects like this, space hotels, and even floating botanical cities, has once again demonstrated its ability to challenge conventional thinking about urban development. It offers a glimpse into a future where urban expansion no longer conflicts with nature, but instead seeks to coexist with and benefit from it. Number 10. Pangos. Pangos takes its name from Pangaea, the prehistoric supercontinent that existed hundreds of millions of years ago. This project was unveiled in 2022 with an estimated cost of around $8 billion. The proposed site for it is the King Abdullah Port in Saudi Arabia, located about 80 miles north of Jeddah. However, building a vessel of this size requires significant groundwork before actual construction can begin. From a distance, it resembles an artificial island, but its true nature as a mobile city is revealed upon closer inspection. It's shaped like a colossal turtle. The vessel features a shell-like upper deck that accommodates gardens, residential spaces, and a landing zone for aircraft. Each of the turtle's legs houses private villas and apartments, many equipped with rooftop terraces and gardens. Beneath all the luxury features, though, lies the engineering marvel that keeps it afloat. The base is composed of 30,000 steel cells designed to provide buoyancy and withstand the immense pressure of the open sea. With a draft of about 98 feet, Pangos can cruise at a speed of 5 knots. And it's powered by wave energy and solar panels, making it eco-friendly. The scale of Pangos presents an unprecedented engineering challenge. Preparing the construction site, creating durable materials, and developing energy-efficient systems all require cutting-edge technology. The $8 billion price tag adds another layer of complexity, prompting Lazzarini to explore crowdfunding through NFTs. If construction begins in 2033 as planned, Pangos could be operational by 2041. However, its completion depends on sustained financial and technological support. For now, it remains a concept, albeit one that captures imaginations of architects, engineers, and dreamers worldwide. Number 9. Ocean Flower Island. Ocean Flower Island is an artificial island located off the western coast in southern China. It's one of the world's most ambitious feats of engineering. With construction beginning in 2015, the island was built to serve as a massive tourism and cultural destination, rivaling some of the world's most famous artificial islands. The project was designed as a broader effort by the Chinese government to develop Hainan into a global tourism destination and to show off the country's growing architecture and engineering capabilities. The design was ambitious, with 5 petals created to house various amenities including hotels, cultural venues, and entertainment complexes. The project did, though, face numerous delays, partly due to the challenges of reclaiming the land from the ocean, which involved extensive dredging. The island's centerpiece, though, the lotus flower design, consists of 5 connected islands, each representing a petal. This unique design is meant to symbolize the harmony between nature and human creativity, and it also serves as a focal point for the island's branding and marketing. Since its completion, Ocean Flower Island has hosted several major events, including international conferences, cultural exhibitions, and entertainment shows. These events are part of Evergrande's strategy to position the island as a major tourism and cultural center. The island's luxurious infrastructure and unique design also make it an attractive destination for high-profile visitors and investors. However, the island's development has been overshadowed by the financial struggles of the Evergrande Group, which has faced debt crises and legal challenges, and these issues have raised concerns about the island's future and whether the vision for the Ocean Flower Island will be fully realized. Number 8. Île aux Cygnes. Île aux Cygnes, or the Isle of Swans, is an artificial island located in the Seine River in Paris. It stretches over 2,700 feet in length and it's just 36 feet wide, making it the 3rd largest island in Paris. Originally constructed in 1827, this island was designed to protect the Pont de Grenelle from the strong currents of the river. While it is an uninhabited space today, it does serve as an important pedestrian and recreational area. The island's most famous feature is its replica of the Statue of Liberty. Standing 37 feet 9 inches tall, this statue was inaugurated in 1889, nearly 3 years after the original statue was unveiled in New York. The statue was a gift from the French-American community to celebrate the close relationship between France and the United States. Initially facing east towards the Eiffel Tower, the statue was repositioned in 1937 to face west towards its larger counterpart in New York. This relocation symbolized the transatlantic connection between our two countries, as the smaller structure now looks towards the one in New York, further deepening its historical and cultural significance. In addition to the Statue of Liberty, the island also features a beautiful tree-lined walkway that runs the entire length of the island. This path offers a peaceful setting for walkers and cyclists who can enjoy the quiet beauty of the island while taking in views of the surrounding city. The island has modern amenities such as public workout spaces with bicycles and a climbing wall underneath the Pont de Grenelle. The Isle of Swans stands out from other artificial islands around the world due to the historical context and modern-day uses. While artificial islands are often built for industrial or economic purposes, the Isle of Swans was created for protection and later became a symbol of international friendship between the United States and France. The island is not only a historical landmark, but also a cultural hub, hosting frequent public events and being featured in films and media, such as National Treasure, Book of Secrets, and Lost in Paris. Moving on to number 7, the Maldives Floating Resort. The Maldives Floating City is an innovative project set to become a beacon of urban development. Built to float on the calm waters of a lagoon near Malé, the capital of the Maldives, this city is not just a new way of living, but a critical solution to the environmental challenges posed by rising sea levels. The floating city is planned to span multiple hectares and accommodate thousands of people in a community that combines residential, commercial, and recreational spaces. Its modular design ensures its flexibility, enabling each structure to be connected and adapted over time. A standout feature of the floating city is its vision. The structures will incorporate artificial coral reefs beneath the city, promoting growth of natural coral and enhancing marine biodiversity. The use of smart grids for energy and waste management ensures the city remains energy efficient, relying heavily on renewable energy sources. Additionally, water canals will replace roads, reducing the need for traditional transport infrastructure and limiting the environmental footprint. In terms of its legal framework, though, the Maldives Floating City is set to become the first floating development to offer property rights. Residents who purchase homes will not only own their properties, but also be able to apply for Maldivian residence permits, making it a globally accessible community. This is an innovative approach to the legal and financial complexities that have previously hindered the development of floating cities elsewhere. Construction of this floating city, though, will begin in the early 2020s, with the completion expected to happen over the next decade. Once finished, the city will be a model for future floating urban developments worldwide. Number 6. Hong Kong International Airport. Hong Kong International Airport, situated on Cheklapkok Island, is a stunning example of modern engineering, built on one of the most advanced artificial islands in the world. It was officially opened in 1998, and it was part of the large-scale replacement of the former Kai Tak Airport, which had been operational since the 1920s. The airport's located on a 4.8 square mile artificial island, which was created by leveling and expanding 2 existing islands. More than 3.6 square miles of the adjacent seabed were reclaimed to form this new island. The completed site added nearly 1% to Hong Kong's total surface area, and it was connected to Lantau Island via bridges and tunnels, integrating the airport with the rest of Hong Kong's infrastructure. This project was not only one of the most expensive airport developments ever, with the cost reaching unprecedented levels, but it also earned recognition for its engineering excellence. In 1999, the project was named one of the top 10 construction achievements of the 20th century at the ConExpo conference. The terminal here is equipped with 89 boarding gates, including 77 jet bridges, some of which are capable of accommodating the A380 Airbus, one of the largest passenger aircraft. Today, over 100 airlines operate from this airport, connecting Hong Kong to over 180 cities worldwide. Beyond its architectural and economic importance, though, the airport and the island it lives on are also a symbol of Hong Kong's resilience. The decision to build the airport on an artificial island was driven by lack of available land, but the project was executed in a way that balanced environmental concerns with the need for large-scale urban development. Number 5. Flevopolder. Flevopolder, the largest artificial island in the world, is a stunning example of human ingenuity. This is located in the Netherlands, and it represents a cornerstone of Dutch expertise in land reclamation. Its creation was a critical component of the Zuiderzee Works, an ambitious series of projects aimed at combating the ever-present threat of flooding and maximizing land use in a densely populated nation. This transformation was made possible by the construction of a massive dam in 1932 that closed off the sea from the inland waterways. With the water levels controlled, Dutch engineers began reclaiming the land. Unlike many artificial islands that sit above sea, Flevopolder lies entirely below it, shielded by a network of dikes, levees, and pumping stations. This is a necessity in a country where much of the land is susceptible to flooding. Flevopolder's name, derived from the ancient Lake Flevo mentioned in Roman texts, pays homage to its historical roots. Over time, however, Flevopolder evolved to support a broader range of uses. Cities such as Lelystad and Almere were established to accommodate population growth, with Almere now recognized as one of the fastest growing. Now, what sets Flevopolder apart is its integration of practical and ecological functions. While many artificial islands like Dubai's Palm Jumeirah prioritize luxury and exclusivity, Flevopolder serves essential purposes: agriculture, housing, and nature conservation. The surrounding lakes act as natural boundaries that enhance the flood protection and foster some biodiversity. These are key features that make Flevopolder not only a triumph of engineering, but also a model of sustainable development. Number 4. Sentosa Island. Sentosa Island, located off the southern coast of Singapore, is an example of how modern engineering and thoughtful planning can transform a site with a turbulent history into a world-renowned leisure destination. Before its transformation, Sentosa held a far different role. The island served as a British military base before World War II and later became a Japanese prisoner of war camp during the war. The redevelopment of Sentosa was part of Singapore's broader vision to boost tourism. Starting in the 1970s, extensive land reclamation projects increased the island's area to 1.9 square miles, more than doubling its size. This massive engineering effort ensured that the island could host a range of world-class facilities while also maintaining a connection to the natural environment. Many of the island's structures adhere to strict sustainability standards, earning Green Mark certifications from Singapore's Building and Construction Authority. Resorts World Sentosa, Siloso Beach Resort, and other facilities are designed to minimize their environmental footprint. Sentosa's success lies in its ability to balance development with sustainability. Unlike many artificial islands, it integrates natural and built-in environments seamlessly. Sentosa is a hub for entertainment, leisure, and international events, drawing up to 25 million visitors annually. Among some of its iconic attractions is Resorts World Sentosa, home to Universal Studios Singapore and one of Singapore's 2 casinos. Their size and diversity here further distinguish it from similar projects. At almost 2 square miles, the island offers a greater variety of attractions and features than smaller artificial islands like the Palm Jumeirah, but its dual identity as both a tourist hub and a site of historical significance makes it truly unique. Number 3. The Tanjong E City. The Sino-Singapore Tanjong E City stands as an example of engineering and sustainable urban development. It's built on reclaimed land in China's Binhai district. This innovative project showcases advanced green technologies. The concept of the eco-city was born from a 2007 discussion between Singapore's senior minister and China's premier. Faced with the dual challenges of rapid urbanization, the 2 nations collaborated to create a city that could demonstrate sustainable living under adverse conditions. Groundbreaking began in September of 2008, with leaders from both nations symbolically officiating the event. From its inception, the eco-city was envisioned as practical, scalable, and replicable. Covering over 12 square miles, the city incorporates sustainable infrastructure designed to house up to 350,000 residents. However, its initial goal of accommodating that population by 2020 has proved challenging, with only 100,000 people residing there as of 2019. The transformation of the site itself is remarkable. Previously unsuitable for agriculture or traditional development, the land was riddled with pollution and water shortages. The eco-city has turned those obstacles into some opportunities, using innovative techniques to restore the ecosystem, manage waste, and create a self-sustaining urban environment. Between 2014 and 2018, the number of registered companies in the city grew from 2,200 to over 7,000, with a combined capital investment of over $37 billion. Through initiatives like the Two Clouds project, Huawei has introduced cutting-edge solutions in cloud computing, big data, and smart urban management. Well, despite its successes, the eco-city has faced a few hurdles. Early in its development, it struggled to attract residents due to its remote location. But subsequent efforts to provide affordable housing and quality education have gradually bolstered the population. Looking forward, the eco-city continues to evolve. To integrate work, leisure, and sustainability, it serves as a living laboratory for urban innovation, offering valuable lessons in sustainable growth. Number 2. The World Islands. So, the World Islands, they're located 3 miles off the coast of Dubai in the Persian Gulf. They're among the most ambitious artificial island projects ever attempted. Designed to replicate a map of the world, this archipelago of over 300 islands is both an example of engineering prowess and a cautionary tale of overreach. Announced in 2003, the World Islands were inspired by the success of the Palm Jumeirah, another of Dubai's famous artificial islands. The construction required an unprecedented scale of land reclamation, involving over 320 million cubic yards of sand and over 386 million tons of rock to create the 232 miles of shoreline. The project aimed to have luxury residences, hotels, and resorts on islands ranging from 3.5 to 10.5 acres in size, spaced an average 330 feet apart. By 2008, these islands were mostly formed, and 60% had been sold to private investors and companies. But despite the progress, global financial downturns and technical challenges delayed the development. Despite the setbacks, though, a few islands have been developed, most notably Lebanon Island and the 6 islands comprising the Heart of Europe resort. These islands feature high-end amenities like underwater villas, climate-controlled streets, and luxury hospitality offerings. Another standout is the Michael Schumacher Island, gifted to the legendary Formula One driver in 2006. Lebanon Island, one of the first to be developed, serves as a private venue for events and parties, while the Heart of Europe aims to bring European architectural styles and experiences to the Persian Gulf. The World Islands, though, did face scrutiny and skepticism from the outset. Environmental concerns were raised about the ecological impact of dredging, and critics questioned the long-term viability of such an ambitious project. Claims that the islands were sinking into the sea, while denied by Nakheel, the developer, added to the project's reputation. Erosion and silt buildup between the islands remained ongoing concerns, as does the lack of infrastructure to support this habitation. However, the project also highlights the risks of pushing the boundaries of engineering and urban planning without really fully addressing environmental sustainability. With ongoing efforts to develop parts of the archipelago, the story of the World Islands remains unfinished, a blend of extraordinary innovation and the unpredictable realities of large-scale human endeavor. Number 1. The Pearl Island. The Pearl, Qatar, is an extraordinary achievement in urban development, standing as one of the most advanced artificial islands in the world. Located in Doha, Qatar, this massive 1.5 square mile development has transformed the coastal landscape of the country, blending luxury, commercial, and recreational spaces. From its inception in the early 2000s to its status as a global symbol of innovation, the Pearl has redefined what's possible in the creation of artificial islands. The Pearl was the first to allow foreign nationals to purchase property, offering a unique opportunity for international buyers. Initially, the development was estimated to cost around $2.5 billion, but by completion, the cost would balloon to about $15 billion, reflecting both the scale and sophistication of this project. Spanning an area of 1.5 square miles, it featured over 20 miles of newly reclaimed coastline. Once fully completed, the island was expected to house over 45,000 residents, and as of 2018, around 27,000 had already settled in the island's homes, with more continuing to move in. Now, one of the cool features here is its architectural diversity. The island is divided into 12 distinct precincts, each inspired by different cultures and architectural styles, including Mediterranean, Arabic, and European influences. For example, Porto Arabia is one of the most prominent areas, and it's home to a large marina surrounded by 31 towers and a variety of high-end shops and restaurants. The Canat Quartier district is modeled after Venice, Italy, with canals, waterfront promenades, and boutique shops. Other areas, such as Floresta Gardens and Amaj Quartier, boast classical European and Mediterranean themes, with beautiful piazzas, luxury villas, and high-rise buildings. The Pearl Qatar has also incorporated state-of-the-art infrastructure that supports both its residents and the environment. This system provides energy-efficient cooling to homes and businesses, reducing the impact of the development and ensuring its residents enjoy a comfortable living environment. The island also features an advanced transportation network, including boat taxis, golf carts, and buses that connect various precincts. The Pearl is accessible by land or sea, offering residents and visitors an option of traveling via private vehicles, water taxis, or even the island's luxurious fleet of limousines. The island's infrastructure, it's a model of urban planning, with each district carefully designed to meet the needs of its residents while ensuring easy accessibility and sustainability. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'll see you next time. Thank you to our channel members.